Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, yeah, grab something to eat with this one. Snack, eat. Well, yeah, grab a snack. But yeah, let's just say the dude in this episode, all he was able to do was grab a snack. Yeah, he doesn't know the difference between a snack and a lunch, a snack and substance, a snack and food. And also, he does not know the difference between respect and compassion and love. And yeah, okay, I'm going to get started, but I'm going to get back to that list. But yeah, okay. Have you heard about the teacher who forgot to pack her lunch and she asked her husband to drop a lunch off for her? And well, we can't say he didn't, but we can't say he did. And let's remember she's a teacher, right? It's like some people aren't given enough credit for what teachers do and how much energy, and especially when you hungry, you get especially when the students aren't behaving or when it's crazy in that classroom or if it's a hectic stressful day or whatever. It's like you can get hangry. So it's like, I mean, I'm glad she good, but mm, no, yeah, I'm so insulted that she just laughed it off and she just acts like it was funny. Because okay, I'm gonna put different videos of different points of view on or whatever, because it's a part of me. I was like, sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll go and watch it from the real person, and sometimes I do. But with this one, no, because she was like, bad or good, I get money. Wow, wow. If that's how you're gonna treat the mistreatment that you're getting, it's like as long as I get attention, I'm gonna get money out of this. Well, I hope that money's gonna go and pay for some lunches for you. I hope that money's gonna at least maybe buy some more dog food, because it sounds like your husband was trying to say that you needed more. Like he gave you dog food as a reminder to go get some or something, or to just bring that back to maybe he packed that up to remind you to put that in the dog bowl because he was going to be too incompetent and lazy to do that as well. I don't know. That's just a guess. That's just how it feels to me. And because yeah, that's how like I am. It's like I'm insulted because I've witnessed and I've been in the situation. I have had Mr. No Heart has done that to me a few times, and I know how frustrating. Because it's like I'm not like her. I'm not gonna laugh it off and just be like, it's so funny. It's nothing funny about that. Especially that's your husband. I dated this Mr. No Heart, that idiot, for 7 years. I shouldn't have, but being undiagnosed and everyone telling me that I better walk right and I better not ever try to get married because I'm gonna waste some. Like, yeah, I've been through a lot of mental ABUSC to the point where I I was with him and I was scared to be alone. So, and part of me just wonders, where is her self esteem? Because I know my self esteem was in the garbage. I mean, I was angry, I was upset, and I was like, I at least fought a little because I knew what he was doing was wrong. And she's just gonna laugh it off. Honey, he put dog food in your lunch box. Maybe that was a hint that because I think he said he was something like, you're like his dog or something. Honey, what do they call a female dog? What do they call a female dog? Hint, hint. Maybe he was calling you that because you were giving him an obligation that he doesn't want to do. Maybe that was his hint of calling you a female dog. Maybe that's all I saw when I saw that. Because what kind of quote unquote grown man is going to have the nerve to put dog food, especially like in a wife's lunchbox? If this was like an ex and it was revenge and it was just like a skip you, I don't care, I don't like you, whatever, that makes a little bit more sense. But this man, you're married to, you're married to this man. And then, okay, like the other things, okay, at least he gave you an apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, because with the other mess he put in that lunchbox, you probably were going to need a doctor. So he was probably trying to cancel that out because he knew he was going to try to send, he was probably sending you into the emergency room. Because, okay, 2 day old Chipotle. Okay, I hope there wasn't sour cream. Like, okay, I'm just trying to think like what ingredients were in there, because especially if it wasn't refrigerated or an ice pack or anything like that, how long was that it out? How long was it not in the refrigerator? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, okay, because yeah, so I don't know. Like, I'm gonna look mention the other objects too, but that really kind of annoyed me. It's like, I mean, there's nothing, because part of me was just like, instead of just bagging up the stuff he did, the way he did it, why not just go to Chipotle? Maybe it's like, since that's your wife, maybe you know her favorite foods there, her favorite order, and or you can at least guess from, like, okay, I know she likes A, B, and C, so okay, let me at least get, this right. Or it's like, if you don't have time for the Chipotle, like maybe a fast food, like, and just something fresh, warm, hot food. Okay, because yeah, by definition, see, yeah, by definition, what he got was food, because you do eat it, you do digest it. But substance, and even like, see, this is why I'm like, how did he do in fifth grade? Because fifth grade is, no, not even fifth grade. Third grade is when you start learning about all of the food groups. So okay, now I'm gonna kind of go over like the different things that he put in there, because he put cookies and then another bag of cookies. He put like two different bags of cookies. Mm. One had chocolate and one I like, but then one of them or both of them I think were open. One was almost empty. But cookies. I mean, uh, I have so many thought, like, really? It's like, did he, like, when she called and said, "Can you please bring me a lunch?" Did he just go into their snack cupboard, or the cupboard where midnight snacks are, and just like grab, he was like, whatever, stuff them in the lunchbox and walk out the door? Like, I don't, because like, to me, it looks like he just did not care about you. That's all I see. It looks like he does not give a crap about your health, about how, like, because especially like I said, you're a teacher, and so you are a leader of in a classroom, and you need, like, you don't want to have to, like, just like students. I when I like, 'cause remember, I'm in education, so dealing with a, like, there were some days where I had over 30 students in my classroom, because yeah, let's just I think, no, I haven't told that story yet, but when both first grade teachers quit, and not at the same time, but within like a month of each other, whatever, and I was a sub, so yeah, long story, but basically I literally had over 30 students for about a month or a month and a half. Yeah, and one of the groups was already like a crazy handful. Yeah. So just like, if that's like, if I forgot to pack my lunch and I asked my ex-boyfriend, he would have never done it. But if I asked him and that's what he brought me, do you know I would have went Medea on him? No. How dare you? The disrespect. The absolute disrespect. It's like, I just cringe at the thought, because I'm going to be giving you examples of how, like, when I needed my ex, have my back when it came to lunches or substance or my health and things like that, and how he just said, just kind of like with the oil change episodes, go watch the oil change episodes. Yeah, do that. It's a two-parter, but it just shows Like my ex kept showing me that he hates me, that he hates me, hated me, because I know he still does now. Especially because he thought I was never going to leave him. He thought that he would be allowed to hate me forever, and I'm just going to deal with the mistreatment, the hate, the disgusting, just, yeah. And part, yeah, it's like, there's so many thoughts right now, but okay, I'm going to stick to the lunch part. But also a bag of pretzels. So we got carbs, because I mean, she looks like she has a high metabolism. So really, like carb. Okay, this like Chipotle leftovers must have a lot of protein, must have a lot of veggies, because it's like almost everything other than the apple. Remember, apple a day keeps the doctor away. That was the only thing saving her, because it was like the pretzels and then the cookies and then more cookies. And I think there was might have been one, oh, and with the dog food, but I think there might have been one more item, but none of it was food. No sandwich, no, like, because part of me is just like, okay, maybe, well, no, because I, I don't, he doesn't deserve an excuse. There is no excuse. If you don't have enough time to pack the lunch for her, go and pick up something. It's like, if there must be fast food places on the way or nearby or something like that. It's like, because I'm not saying go to the grocery store, shop, and make her a lunch or whatever, because I understand he probably has work and a lot. Like, I hope he has a job. I hope he better have, like, I mean, it's like, because yeah, if he doesn't have a job and that's what he did, but then at least that would explain why he doesn't have a job, because she asked him to do a quick and easy job of dropping off a lunch, and the quality of that lunch, if that's the quality of his work performance, I could see why he doesn't have a job. But okay, now I'm gonna basically, well, I don't know, I'm annoyed with how she's like, with either way, the comments help me get money basically, because I don't care if my husband loves me or not. Like, that's just the feel that I got. I don't care if he doesn't love me. It's giving me money. It's giving me attention. Look at me. That's all I saw with that. And maybe he loves her, but maybe he loves using her. Maybe he loves the attention that he will be getting from, I don't know. Because to me it's disgusting and repulsive. But now I'm going to tell you my story times, because yeah, when my ex did it, yeah. And it's like he was upset because, oh yeah, I'm not I'm not just going to let him get away with it like she did. No. No. Okay, so I'm going to give you one specific example because I will never forget. There was, like, during our relationship, remember, he was he was with his ex-wife. They dated for 9 years or whatever, and she kept begging to get married. And it's like he was gonna break up with her, like at the beginning, but then she said she was pregnant. He never believed it was his child, but he was like, whatever, I'll do the right thing, whatever. Stuck by her side. They had another baby, but then she ran off to Metro Detroit or whatever, and so he had to follow, because they're from Lake City. Yeah. And so he followed her down or whatever. So over the years, she kept begging to get married. And so they got married, but then she cheated on him within a year. So then they got divorced. But then it's like I met him right before the official divorce or whatever. So he was hard on money or whatever. I remember I met him right after his birthday. So I surprised him with a grocery cart full of groceries as a surprise. And I wanted to show him that, you know what? It's like you can have a support system. It's like you can have friends, because at first we were friends or whatever, but then over time he claimed he was interested or whatever, but he was only interested because he found out that I have a big heart and I'm very giving and stuff like that. That's all. That, like, no one can ever tell me any other way or whatever, because actions, yeah, it's like, and you're about to hear about one of the actions, but when it came to food, it was a lot of times where, especially when his daughters were in town or whatever, or were at the house or at his house, and all of a sudden he was just like, oh yeah, I don't know if I have enough for dinner, and I don't know, blah blah blah, whatever. But it's like he always knew, like, because I told him that I would never want a child to feel like they they had a deadbeat dad or whatever. I it's like, and so he always tugged at that, and so, and because I realized this afterwards, it's like, because at first I was just like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, I want to make sure they're fat. So it's like sometimes it was pizza, sometimes I would go grocery shopping and buy different stuff so that we can make things like spaghetti, and or burgers, or like sometimes like with the canned soup, or just I try to like get like a variety of things and stuff. So, but there was one time specifically where he called me up, but he told me he had no money. And he said, I don't know how I'm going to feed him. And he kept, it's like he always gave me this pity party or whatever. And, but then he was like, so what are you going to be doing? So, or can you help or whatever? And I was like, because he knew that I was trying to pay off my student loans. He knew I was trying to save for a house. He knew I was trying to invest my money because I was working 2 to 5 jobs at the same. Because, like, when we first met, it's like I was kind of working, like I was working like a side gig, and then I started working one job, and then oh yeah, that, I think I told one story about that situation. Oh, but then after that, I was like, you know what, I got to get back to hustling. So I started like, because doing promotional modeling and different things like that. That's what I think like a lot, because it's a hustle. It's like you always have to do your research and network and find different things. So that's what I mean by hustle, or whatever. But it's like, so I ended up, it's like I was substitute teaching and like doing some promotional modeling, small gigs or whatever. And, but it was just like one job after another. So I was running around doing everything. But he knew that, and he knew my goals. But then he would always say, but don't you want my daughter's fat? Or he would just say some stuff. And, but so anyway, there was one specific night where he was playing that game or whatever, and it was late at night and I didn't feel like cooking. And so I was just like, you know what, I'll get some pizzas, whatever. And about then I was like, you know what, I especially like I was teaching at the school, the first graders and everything. That was that same year. And so I was like, you know what, I've had such a long week over the last couple weeks. I'm going to get enough pizza so I can pack some for my lunch on Monday, and Monday and Tuesday or something. Because I was like, yeah, if I put like a couple pieces in the freezer, then even if I don't eat it Tuesday, when I am ready, it's like I can grab it right out of the freezer, put it in my lunch bag, and then there's a microwave in the teacher's lounge or whatever. So I thought that would be perfect. And so I buy the pizza. He didn't spend 1 cent or whatever. So everyone were eating that night or whatever, and there's plenty of leftovers. I am so happy because I'm like, yes, I have lunch for Monday. And so Sunday comes around, and it's like I see the youngest daughter, the same one with the pancake episode. Go check out the pancake episode. But she is kind of going around the kitchen or whatever. But I put my pizza in the back of the refrigerator. And the night before, I told everyone, okay, the leftover pizza is going to be for my lunch for next week. So it's like, just please, just, it's like, because everyone had, like, everyone had tons of pizza the night, like two, three, four slices. Like, because that I bought enough pizza so everyone could have as much as they wanted. And they ate so much that there was just enough so that I could have pizza for 1 or 2 days for my lunch. It's like even I wasn't gonna touch it Sunday because I wanted it to be for my lunch, because, well, I'll talk about it later, but it's just like I was I was trying to work on my goals, and my ex knew about my goals. He knew how I was trying to save and invest money, but he would mock me and tease me. And then with trying to buy a house, he like would mock me, tease me like, "Oh, I'll buy you a dog, but only after you get a house. Oh, if you get a house, where's my room?" And like, uh, mm. Yeah, he always wanted to, and see, he didn't love me because he just wanted to use me because he realized, oh, if she gets a house, I'm gonna move into it. But yeah, so yeah. But anyways, his youngest daughter was in the kitchen and she sees the leftover pizza because at first she says she's hungry, and my ex goes and gets her those quick microwavable macaroni and cheese things. And so she looks at it, whatever, but then she keeps looking. So then I see her. She was in the kitchen, but then all of a sudden, I see her running up the stairs with a bag of my pizza, and I'm like, no, 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 what is she doing? And she shows my ex, and my ex like, no, no, that's her lunch. She's gonna take that for her lunch. And he's playing his video games. See, it's like, and this is the thing. He would rather play his video games than parent. And he spoiled, like, sometimes like he he would give up because he was just like, yeah, go on and do it, I don't care, just so he can play a video game. He didn't care, like. And so she knew this, so she would start kicking and screaming. She had an all out war type of fit. She is yelling and screaming. It's like this was around I think late summer, early fall, because the door was, oh no, it was like, okay, so it was late summer because, yeah, school just started or whatever, so late summer. Um, but the door was open. Neighbors were looking. That's how loud she was. Neighbors could hear and they were looking in. And my ex, he just wanted to play his video games. He wanted to shut her up. So he was like, fine, go on and eat it. And he was like, you can pick up lunch somewhere else. You can get lunch another way, whatever. And he was like, let her eat it. And I was like, no. I was like, that's from my money. You didn't. I was like, you don't. It's like, you don't buy me lunch. It's like, you never buy me lunch. You never help me out in that way. And he was like, well, she's hungry. Let her eat it. Like, all I was like, quite amount, like a good portion of the food in your kitchen I paid for. So why doesn't she eat something else I paid for? And he got upset or whatever because now she's screaming more because to shut me up. It's like because she thinks one reason she hated me, because yeah, she always told me she hated me. She hated that everyone said she's so cute, she's too cute, and they were like, oh, I'm not gonna say no to her, she's too cute. People were mad because I wouldn't let that be an excuse, because she would come right to my ear and scream. And during movie nights, remember during movie nights, she would kick me on purpose on the couch, to the point where I was just like, you know what? It's like she thought I was just gonna let her kick me throughout a whole movie, so then I would have to get up and leave or whatever. But yeah, it's like, so he was like, get over it, just let her eat it. And so I'm like, okay, so what am I gonna do for my lunches? Because now you're literally giving her like the lunch when I bought that pizza, planning for it to be in, like, planning on having some of it for my lunch. It's like, that's your daughter. So it's like, if she wants more pizza, you can go buy her more pizza. Or are you gonna buy me pizza to replace? And he was like, no. He was like, you'll figure it out. You'll. And he always did that. He always told me that I was gonna figure it out. He always told me that I had to figure it out. When he didn't have enough gas to put in his car, when his car broke down, when his car got repoed, every single time I always had to figure it out. But then I always had to save the day for him. And this time I had to save the day by allowing him to play his video games. So that meant I had to give up my lunch in order to feed his daughter. And it wasn't just once. This happened more than one occasion. And there were even times where he would ask me for money, and I'm like, well, I need to buy some groceries for my lunch for next week. And he was just like, he would gaslight me, whatever. And he was like, well, don't you want me to be able to go to work? If I can't go to work, I can't pay rent. And if I can't pay rent, then the girls can't come over. I won't be able to take care of them. And he would just do so much. And part of me is just like, how come I'm always giving to you? It's like, you have never, like, even with the oil change situation, he kept telling me I was bougie for going to an oil place location to get my oil changed. But then the two times, because he kept saying, you're bougie, let me do it, let me do it. Both times, not only did he get it wrong both times, but then he broke my vehicle the second time, but then he didn't pay 1 cent. He didn't pay 1 cent. He came back in the house screaming and having a tantrum just like his daughter. Yeah, she gets that from him because they yell and scream and cry and they blame everything on everybody else and they never want to take a little bit of the blame of what they have caused or did. Yeah, she gets that from her dad. But yeah, it's just he has shown me so many times that he didn't love me. And with that lunch situation, it's like, 'cause I feel like he just thought that he just got away with it. He just thought, oh, she'll get over it, whatever. I never got over that. Like, I didn't trust him. And after that, there were so many times where I wouldn't offer to buy food because it's like, you I work all week, many jobs, sometimes all 5 jobs in the same week. I wake up on Saturday and then I'm like, okay, let me at least take a long bath and then maybe look over some of the stuff from my syllabus and then maybe look over some of the things for the college classes that I was teaching. And then let me look at some of the things if I have a promotion or something like that coming up or one of the promotional events or whatever. But then he would call me, what time are you coming over? Don't you love me? You need to come over as soon as possible. It's like, it'll be your fault if you don't come over by this time. And it was just to like, what I'm working towards. But he never cared about what I was working towards. It's like, I had, like, as long as he got what he wanted, that's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. Because remember, even after I got my surgery and I invited him over for the Super Bowl, didn't come. And then the week after, he promised he was going to come to to my house to watch movies or whatever, because I haven't seen him in months. In months. Because, oh yeah, remember what I got for Christmas from him? Well, he paid me back the money he owed me, but that wasn't a Christmas present. But he gave me some stale cookies. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, go watch that episode. But yeah, in the Christmas bag, it was some stale cookies. That was all I got for Christmas from him. Was some stale, nasty cookies. So yeah, like I said, this has happened a few times, more than once. And so this young lady wants to act like it's so funny. Ha ha ha. It's not funny. It's like, your man is showing that he does not like you. He does not care about you. He does not like, this is all in my opinion. Because he may say he loves you, but love means action. Love means action, and putting dog food in your lunch and then telling you to return it. And then putting, just like, it looks like he just grabbed whatever was on the midnight snack shelf or whatever, like, was just arm's length. He didn't care. He didn't put the energy. He didn't even pay attention. And then half, like, just empty bags. And you're like, that's what he thought you were worth. It's like, my ex didn't think I was worth anything. And with what I'm hearing from what he gave you, he didn't think you were worth anything either. And that's scary. And you're married to him. See, I never married him. I never married Mr. No Heart. So when I was over, I got to just, yeah, I got to just ignore him, leave him, whatever. Oh, until this day, haha. Remember, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do another part. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.